dream of mine to learn how to drift cars. How the cars turn instead of just driving straight, constant burn of rubber, and the turn right to go left policy. It's a very fun skill to learn and I really wanted to know how to do it. So after long hours of searching through the internet, I finally found a perfect game to teach me how to drift. And I feel like it's pretty cool. It's called Drift Max Pro and it has a lot of game modes. Number 1, a classic drift race, and in this race you can do as many tricks as you want but with a very limited amount of time. The next is capture the flag, and for this race you have to drift across zones with flags in them. Your main objective is to collect all the flags in the race while drifting. You have one where you drift at a certain direction and arrow points at, you have cone smash, and worst of all, you have perfect drifting.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Well, since I lost the hardest race, I decided if I was gonna become a pro at this game, it was just gonna be my mission to beat this. So let's plan this. Step 1. I pick different cars from different selections in the game. The game has 5 different classes of cars and I wanted to drift at least one from each class. So after choosing the cars I liked, I figured out that the game had different types of maps. So I tried them one by one to see which one would be the hardest. This would be the map I would perfectly drift in at the end of this entire video. Now as I began playing the game, I did realize that I was going way too fast. I was not able to turn really well. I was not stopping at the right time. So I tried the modern method, going to the internet to ask for help, but it definitely didn't work. So I tried to go back to the game to perfect my skills, and I figured out that maybe slowing down a little bit would help me incredibly. Since the game had different types of missions such as slalom and capture the flag, I decided if I wanted to improve on my turning, I should play a lot of this. So I spent some time capturing flags, drifting different directions, and I finally started getting a little bit better. I was a bit rusty at the beginning as you could see, but after time passed, I started becoming really good. Now as I kept on grinding the game, I discovered that I was able to upgrade my car, make it faster, better for control, and better for drifting. So I spent a couple more hours in grinding out cars, and because of the dope physics and sound effects, this game was incredibly fun and addictive, making grinding a little bit easier. Then I upgraded my cars. So at this time, it was time to do the ultimate race. I fired up my car and thought I was fully ready for this race. I became way too excited because the beginning was fairly easy that I started increasing every time. I kept on hitting crazy corners while having a maximum speed and it wasn't good at all. This could cost me a lot at this point. Well, it did because I lost. I lost, but I didn't give up. I practiced more, I grinded more cars, and I fired up the ultimate perfect drifting race again. This time I did everything I needed to do to win this race. I decreased my speed when I needed to, I moved a little bit slower than usual, and I finally beat the race. And on top of that, cracking the highest score I've ever hit on this race. And with that, I became a pro mobile drifter. Thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe. Goodbye.